All right, we are back with another Diablo Immortal build for you. This one for the Wizard. This is by far the craziest Wizard build that I have seen since like the unlimited power or like spam your abilities as fast as you can build that we were all playing with for so long. This one is similar but different and even stronger. So I'm not going to take credit for this build. Again, and I know people get very possessive over their builds, and I'm not saying this individual does, but others definitely do. So this is just where I saw the build. I think he made the build, but if he didn't, then, you know, I apologize. But I saw this build first from Mayo. Mayo is, whoops, off screen. That's where Mayo is a phenomenal content creator. He's actually been recently, I guess, sort of upgraded, if you could say that. I mean that as a compliment, but to Diablo partner. So congratulations to him. He has some very, very, very good and amazing builds for the Wizard. Again, a fellow Wizard, so respect to him for that. But also he is, he goes into great detail on literally all of his videos. Fantastic content creator. I watch him myself. I would highly encourage you guys watching him as well. As you can see, I've already subscribed and liked the video because, again, this build is that good. And now, again, I'm not going to react to the full video. I'm just telling you that's where I got the build from. You can see that I'm literally like going back through just to make sure I got the essences right, which I didn't the first time I tried recording this. So L. But anyway, a huge shout out to Mayo. Link to his full video in the description because, again, I don't like to react to the full video. I like to react to me attempting the build and not just take someone else's content. But yeah, so check out the full video for him in the link of this video in the description, and then go send him a huge like and a comment that Misery sent you because, again, I got this video, found this build in his video. So let's get to it. Again, much love to him for that. And now let's test it out. So I will do a 30-second timer and we'll see how well the damage is, and we'll go from there. So I'm actually going to do it on the boss. Hello, bossy. So let's make sure we're nice and close and go. Not all that hard. The only big difference with this build is that you do want to make sure you're primary attacking as well. In the older build, you didn't necessarily need to do that. And so this one you do, and you'll see why here in a little bit. I actually realized that I wasn't as close as I probably should have been. Hopefully that doesn't impact my damage too much. But you can see that like you almost want to time your skills so that when your slow time comes off cooldown, you want to have them ready to go. So you can see we're almost done. We actually have more damage already than what I had on a previous test. So 80 million damage, 2.6 million damage per second on average. Again, this is actually really good for my individual self, with all the different randomness that goes into each individual's build. So this is really good for my account. But let's go ahead and look at the essences as a whole. So Terminus Facade, I don't know. I always get it wrong. So this is one where slow time basically allows your non-channeled skills to make the cooldown of your other skills less. Very, very good. Not a change there. Isolated Storm is the one, again, no change to the previous build, but in case you didn't see that one, Lightning Nova also now calls out a lightning orb to orbit you, dealing lightning damage to enemies it hits. Now this is a updated shoulder piece, but not a new one. This has been in builds in the past. Stag of the Ill Omen, and that's going to make it so you deal more damage by 19% for 3 seconds after casting Meteor. With this build, we're using Meteor a lot, so you basically have 100% uptime on this. Apocalypse Root. Jesus. Meteor now causes the ground to erupt, damaging and burning enemies in a targeted area. Eye Plucker is a new main hand, or newer. So electrocute critical hits also shock enemies, causing them to take 4,299 damage every second for 3 seconds. Trifling Piffle, which is when Lightning Nova hits a shocked enemy, it unleashes another Lightning Nova. Cannot occur more than once every 4.5 seconds. Mistral Rend, which is making our Arcane Wind now bounce between ourselves and other enemies. Last but not least is Blood of the Wind, which is Arcane Wind deals 38% more damage when igniting a Firestorm. All right, so good builds. Now for the set pieces, I would highly recommend what Mayo recommended as well, which is the 4-piece Vithus and the 4-piece Banquet. The reason why Vithus is going to keep the uptime of your slow time, which is super important, as well as giving you the additional attack speed or damage your attack speed from the 4-piece, but then Banquet is just that 4-piece from Banquet is just a must in this build. I actually tried Grace myself because he actually recommended that in his video as well. Again, link to his video in the comment section below, but or in the description of today's video. And I totally agree with his synopsis that Banquet is light years better because of the additional crit hit chance it gives you, and that's just going to play really far into your Eye Plucker and your Electrocute. So make sure you do that. In terms of my Paragon tree, I am using Slinger. You could play around with Slayer. I think that overall you're going to be getting more damage with Slinger, but you could of course adjust that to your liking. And honestly, guys, this is a pretty sick build. I would highly recommend it. So we've got set pieces, skills. I mean, if you need to see them again, you saw them the whole time, but there's a Lightning Nova, Electrocute for the primary, Arcane Wind, Meteor, and Slow Time. This build is an absolute banger. I'm not going to ramble on anymore. I'm going to keep this video nice and short. Huge shout out to Mayo for showing the world, at least me, the build. And again, go show him all the love he deserves, but this is a sick build. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you think about that comment section below. Until I see you in the next one. See you later. Bye.